Nama Jetri meaning K-pop. We heard it before, we all know it about it before, but for those who are living under a rock like I do most of the time, K-pop or Korean pop, in my definition, it's a type of entertainment medium like music and show that are made in Korea. For now, there is no real definition of what K-pop is. It's still an objective thing. For some people, it is a type of genre of music. But some people say that K-pop itself doesn't have any definitive genre, so thus it cannot be defined like that. But there's one thing that me and other non-K-pop fans can agree on, and that K-pop sucks. As you can already read the title, I don't like it at all. Wait just a minute, put down all the weapon, don't form an angry mob yet, just yet, chill. I say put that down, Natasha. Anyway, I'm not blindly hate it, trust me, I try my best to like it so many times, but there are just some problem and reason that make me just don't wanna like it. I think I only have one K-pop group that I like, and that is Big Bang, and the reason why is still I'm going to through it later. So the first reason is the K-pop itself. So there are many things that I want to talk about this one, so I'm just going to separate it into different small size sections so it's much more easier for you guys to understand. Keep in mind that there are some main factors that play a major role in each and every reason that I have, which I'm going to mention it later. Let's start with their music. I don't have anything much to say because most of the music is average at best, and I know you're wondering, what's the problem with that? That's the problem, because it's average. I live in a country where K-pop is a big thing in my country. Most of the entertainment media right now in my country is heavily influenced by K-pop. The drama show, the music, the reality show, and etc. It also the fact that K-pop has become a huge craze here in my country, so I have a lot of friends that are obsessed about it and recommend me a lot of K-pop songs. They say that most of the K-pop music is very unique and really great, so I have high expectation about it. I thought at the time that I'm going to have a great experience, and by the time I have the opportunity to listen it, I felt disappointed. By then, I already listened to an album from EXO, a song from A-Pink, a song from Hyuna, and a song from FC Island. And that's only the few artists had recommended to me, and I don't even bother to listen to the other because my expectation was crushed, and that's my first factors plays in. My expectation. Most of my friends at the time treat K-pop as this holy grail of entertainment that they're willing to devote their life on and base their life out of K-pop, and because of that, I expect K-pop to be this great entertainment that has a lot of great show and great music, but it turns out that wasn't the case. Regardless, I'm not saying every K-pop music is terribly shit. I do say that some of them is good, and there are a lot of them that is really catchy, but is it unique? Or is it an innovation towards the music industry? No, not at all. Hell, some of them just sounds the same like American pop music but only slightly better in musically terms. They don't innovate that much, and some of them not even that creative in my opinion. They basically take what the American had already did and just change it a little bit, and besides, it still a pop. There's nothing to it. Love song after love song. Even the latest BTS album comes fall flat to me because again, due to the review and the comment that they gave for this album. Again, I'm not saying it's bad, it just doesn't fit for me. To me, Big Bang is good because they offer some interesting weird concept, and if you go through their discography, them and their music video, they have at least offered some variation when it comes to their music and their style, especially fucking G-Dragon. He is crazy as fuck, boy. And this is a perfect segue to my next section. There is just not many variation. For music, you have your endless list of love song after love song. For show, you have your tragic, dramatic, romantic love story, which some of them have some interesting concept, especially the more historic based show. For reality show, you have Running Man, some interesting talent show, and some talk show. For movie, you have your action movie, a few zombie movie, and some romantic movie. That's it. That wasn't enough variation to keep me sucked into K-pop, man. Most of them just have the same amount of entertainment value that I can get from watching Western, Japanese or Chinese show, and sometimes it can be a lot more enjoyable than K-pop show. Not to mention, and I know I sound nitpicking here, but most of the actors look very soft, and not just for their look, but also the way they act as well, despite the character they are playing was supposed to be scary. I think the most exciting thing to be happening in K-pop right now is manhwa, which is Korean comic. I think some of them are really interesting and some of them are just really crazy and are right now breaking into the otaku culture, so that's why I know it's actually really good. One thing what I can say for the dance is that most of the them is cool as fuck boy, but I can just help myself from noticing the eye grabbing and more maybe sexy move is what I'm gonna say. Some of the moves are just too vigorous to the point it's like watching a stripper dancing in a strip club. The boy bands trying to make it as appealing as it can for the female demographic, and the girl band tries to make it as sexy as it can for the male demographic. I'm not saying the girl band is a slut, or nor do I say it is bad. I mean, the people need some service once in a while, but it just reeks of malicious corporate marketing. What am I saying about watching for God's sake, and I'm here complaining about fan service. Fucking hell. Now this one is correlate with my previous point that I did mention before, and that there is no fucking variation for each band whatsoever. No different gimmick, no different style, and doesn't have any individuality at all. They are all the same. Well, there are some of them that have some style and gimmick, but even then it was temporary. Although you can say that they all have different dance step, different music style, but again, there are no differentiation that defines each of their individuality other than their band name to compare to one another. I just can't tell the difference when I'm listening to a Shiny song or when I'm listening to an EXO song. When I'm listening to a rock band, for example here, the Mars Volta, I can tell that Mars Volta, because of their own unique style of rock music that they had consistently, and also try to keep special once in a while, but also try to keep their identity present in every of the song, and also because of their strong and unique vocalists. Meanwhile, K-pop doesn't have that. Every boy/girl band has their own share of R&B music, fast and upbeat music, Indian banger, trap songs, and so on and so forth. Thus, they don't have that much consistent throughout in music-wise. I'm not saying they're not talented. Likewise, they are all super talented, and I can see that they put a lot of effort in their work. Every main vocalist can sing so very well that they make Shawn Mendes look like the Walmart yodeling kid, and the rapper can rap very strong that makes every song a rapper put into shame. And I say that when it comes to performance and quality wise, but in style, again, they all just sound the same. I mean, look at Travis Scott, the rapper. Despite he has poor quality vocalists, I mean, he does have some flow, but some of them have it, some of them don't, but he has some style, to say at least, which make him differentiate himself from any other rapper like Lil Uzi Vert or Lil Yachty or any little boy out there. And that ends my point about the K-pop industry as a whole. Before I get into the most crucial point in this video, I'm just gonna say that I'm fully aware and I'm fully conscious about the hard work that this boy and girl band and idol have to put on in order to be successful in the music industry. The sweat, the blood, and the tear that fall just in order to be perfect for the fans. I also realize how hellish and how nightmare it can be when it comes working in any entertainment industry. They have to make a sacrifice and endure the pain and suffering just for the fan. I know about the entertainment industry all too well because my cousin have been going through a painful experience working in the industry, and I've been with him all throughout his journey, and what I can say, it can be a shitty experience most of the time, but because of the reward and his passion and some support is what makes him get through all the way. What I'm implying here is that I'm not being cruel to this artist, I'm only giving my honest opinion. Just keep that in mind. Let's just put that aside, and now the truly and the big reason why I don't like K-pop is obviously the fan base. Before I go through the nitty gritty, every fan base has a toxic side, even the otaku fan base, which fan base have the most heavy toxic side, until to the point it can reach to a cancerous level. Scientists have also said it has the same amount of toxic as the gamer, which is pretty high. Even the brony has the toxic ones, and in fact, most of them are. The Minecraft community has it, the Marvel/DC Heroes fan has it, and don't even let me mention about the furries. They are toxic on its own. However, it seems that comparing to any other of these fanbase, K-pop have it the worst in my opinion. Here's my perspective towards the K-pop fanbase. They are the most annoying, obnoxious, unbearable fanbase to be existed in this discrimination, gender bending, fluid, heavy chemical piece of shit world. I'm going to talk about this based on my true experience that I had with them over the course of my life. The furries, They're childish, but they have their own reasonable excuse onto why they are childish, which I can understand and respect. The brony, annoying but still bearable. The Minecraft community have the same problem as Kpop, but it consists majority of kids, so it's understandable, in my opinion. The superheroes fan, overly passionate, but they bring something special to the table and even sometimes in a way help the superheroes entertainment industry move forward despite some huge fall, especially from the DC side. Oh, don't get me started on the otaku. That's another whole can of worms to open, but at least they have something and really not that bad compared to the K-pop fan base. I know that some of you are really good and not that toxic, but the majority of the K-pop fan base kinda consists of the toxic, which I'm not really a fan of. Like I said at the early point of this video, that the K-pop fanbase are absolute obsessed about K-pop to the point they rely on it and they base their entire life on it, which is in some degree I can accept that, because even I based my life on anime ever since I was a little young rascal. But the problem is, like any other pop artist fanbase, there's no point obsessing about it. At least some people who like anime, when they watch anime, they will get inspired to be a writer or a comic artist or a voice actor or a singer or an animator or an artist. People who doesn't have any dream can have dreams and go. At the very least, even a fan of Justin Bieber or Charlie Puth, they have also stated that some of them are inspired to be a singer or to be a musician based on what I read on the internet and the conversation that I had with some people. And even some of them do achieve it, but that's not the case when it comes to K-pop fanbase. If anything, they painted K-pop in a bad image with their immature and wild behavior. They're overly passionate and it's okay. I'm not the one to judge, but not to the point that it becomes annoying and pushover. Sometimes I will get forced into watching some shit that I don't want to watch, force me to listen to their music, and even sometimes they will shove their opinion down to my throat when I say I don't like K-pop. It was just a suffer experience. One time even just mention any K-pop relatable stuff, for example just saying the name Sehun will make the girl scream like a pack of dying hyena. Now that's only the real life experience. It gets even worse in the internet. If you go to any of the K-pop video and go through the comment section on YouTube, you always find shit like, marry me, he's going to marry me, Sehun's going to marry me. Or maybe, where's my fandom name at, or where's my the army at? More Sehun, I don't know, / Sasuke please. If you did stop or interact with Hyuna, you better watch out. Or this motherfucker need to sing more. Or this is the worst one. Oppa, please notice me. I sarang you very much. This is the worst way. I mean, Koreable thing that I've ever seen. Also, some of these comments just blatantly hate comment towards an idol for the most petty reason, and even some of them would do just anything to get the boy / girl band to notice them, despite they won't have any chance to begin with. Bitch! You're only sitting on the couch all night watching Dreams. Shut. It comes to me as said that nowadays K-pop artists are trying their best to satisfy their fan demands and need rather than doing what satisfies them, to the point that they have to act flamboyant and act lovey-dovey with their other member despite they don't want to. Not only that, in one interview, a K-pop boy band was getting interviewed by a host, and that host asked a question to the audience and to the fan if they're willing to support the boy band if one of them has a girlfriend, and the fan answered with a long and loud no. The boy band instantly was shocked about the reaction that they got. I mean, it's like the same problem as the girl band in Japan are getting. The fans are controlling them. It's just sad, really sad. Next, you have the constant fandom war going against each other. I have to admit, even in the otaku community, we do have the wife and the husband war. But even them, we don't take it that very seriously, but some of us are, but not the majority of us. Meanwhile, the K-pop fanbase is that great EXO versus the army war, where you have the army shading in every EXO YouTube video comment, while the EXO even went as far as to report to the Blue House to demand that Mama should be banned because BTS won the Artist of the Year for 2 consecutive years in a row for 2016 and 2017. What is wrong with you guys? What right do they think they have to call up Blue's House to ask them to ban Mama? Just fucking ridiculous. When it comes to my own personal finding, Marshmello and Far East Movement are the latest victim to the K-pop raid If you go through the comments section in one of their songs on YouTube, For Real, featuring Tinashe and Chanyeol, you can already guess that the comment section are just flooded with K-pop fans, with them only commenting and praising Chanyeol, this Marshmallow and Far East movement are the one who produced it. But the most cool part is that most of them doesn't even know who Marshmallow and Far East movement is. It's just fucking sad, man. In conclusion, K-pop fans make me the one to like K-pop, but I have to adapt to them one way or another, because K-pop right now is expanding and growing at a fast rate thanks to BTS and one of their songs peaking at number 10 in Billboard, which gained a lot of international attention, thus making K-pop gain a lot more new fans. And will grow more larger and larger, and just the thought of that fucking scare me. And that is it for my reason why I don't like K-pop. There are still a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. And that is it for my reason why I don't like K-pop. There is still a lot of stuff that I want to talk about in this video, but the video is already long enough as it is, and I don't want to make it longer than it should be for a video complaining about K-pop. Just a quick mention that this is my honest opinion that are solely based off my experience and fact. I mean, I've been back and forth with K-pop for 4 years now. I think I watched and listened to enough K-pop material to make a deduction that K-pop won't fit me, doesn't stick me at all, even for a week. But hey, if you can show that K-pop is great and confirm me that K-pop will change my life, which I doubt you will, then do it. I open up to different opinion and take. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do comment below and give me your feedback and opinion towards the video that I made. Also, please click the like button if you enjoy, subscribe to my channel, click that bell thing to get notified for new upload, share the video if you want, I'm not forcing it. Anyway, see you guys next time. Always enjoying your life despite what problem you have. Selamat tinggal, have a nice day and bye bye.
僕らバカになって宙を待って今だけは忘れてらったた踊り明かそうこの夜を明かそう涙は干して眠るように嘘になってしまわぬように僕じゃない僕にもらったた最低な夢だけですね君となら僕は明かしてみたい
Yeah, congrats Higuru for making a huge long ass rant about K-pop. Let's go, it's your time flying away.